My friend, let my story serve as a cautionary tale, if it should serve as one at all. Life is made of equal parts joy and sorrow. The greater the one, the deeper the other. It's easy to forget when all is well, but the wheel of fortune turns for everyone. You cannot escape what fate has in store for you, but if you are smart, your suffering will make you stronger. I have known both famine and feast. When I married Princess Badra, life was a beautiful dream for a time. Badra, a name as soft and full as the moon itself, rounded and shapely like the figure of my beloved, as she lay beside me, swathed in finest silks. Her dark-rimmed eyes shone, luminous as stars. Her teeth were like pearls, and her laughter more delightful than wine. Her perfume filled my soul and turned my head, and I forgot for a time that the winds do not blow as ships desire. One calm and tranquil morning, a traveling merchant appeared at the palace. Badra invited him in to rest and offered him a cup of wine to soothe his weary soul. He thanked her for her hospitality and offered her a beautiful lamp as a parting gift. The moment my beloved laid her delicate finger on the lamp, a storm of sparks surged from inside, enveloping her in a swirl of smoke. Badra's ruby lips parted to call for help, but no sound escaped them. She was aspirated into the lamp, which slammed shut with an ominous clang. In a panic, I tried to pry open the lamp by force, but to no avail. I called the wisest astrologers and magicians to open the lamp, but they assured me in hushed tones there was nothing they could do. My beloved Badra was gone, trapped inside the lamp by some dark magic. Was I never to taste my beloved's kiss again? Never again listen to her gentle breathing as she slept? Never brush aside the rogue curl that had tumbled over her face as we gazed into one another's eyes? This cannot be, and it will not be. I am Aladdin, and I am master of my own fate. I swore to find a way to release my Badra from her golden prison, and so I shall. I decided to seek out the mysterious witch, Baba Yaga, who is rumored to be the most powerful being in all of Reverie, and enlist her help in restoring my beloved Badra to her true form. I ventured from our palace in search of the illustrious witch, but I am not a navigator like Sinbad, and I erred through Reverie like a sleepwalker. I kept my beloved's lamp close to me and spoke to her often, whispering sweet nothings and promises of a golden future together once I had freed her. In my wanderings, I met an old friend, the Piper, to whom fate had dealt a bitter share. Who among us was left unchanged when the shadow fell over Reverie? It is better to walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light, and Reverie had indeed darkened since I last traveled its roads. The nightmares were as numerous as grains of sand. I joined the Piper in the Raven's Watch, and we battled the evil creatures together as I sought Baba Yaga. The Piper had once known her well, but she hadn't been seen for quite some time. My best chance of finding her was by staying with my friend. The days slipped by like pearls on a silken thread. I never felt closer to Badra than in those quiet moments, when I would regale her with the details of the day's battles. The night brought with it shadows, images that would disturb my slumber. They slipped away from me upon waking, like sand through my fingers. Badra, her face contorted in anger. Badra, screaming in pain, crimson bloodstains on the carpet. Badra wrapped in a shroud. Terrifying images, created by the nightmares to torment me. But they felt so real. They became more detailed and more frequent. I began to wonder if I was losing my mind. Was I possessed by the nightmares? Or was it something worse? My encounter with the famed Baba Yaga did not go as I had envisioned. Instead of freeing my beloved from her lamp, The witch claimed Badra's fate was beyond her power. Badra could not be freed from the lamp, as she was not in the lamp. Badra was dead. I refused to believe her. I had seen Badra disappear into the lamp, smelled the magician's sulfur and seen the sparks. Baba Yaga cackled her evil laugh. Those images were tricks of the mind to lead me into madness. My beloved was deceased, and I was weak, nothing more than a pawn in her games. Upon hearing her words, the floodgates in my mind opened, and memories of Badra came rushing in. I was overcome with emotion. In keeping out the memories of sadness, I had been holding back on moments of joy as well. The witch's taunts released me from the dream that had a hold on my reality. I let go of the dream of Badra I had been clinging to, lest it turn into a nightmare like those I had been fighting. With my true memories of Badra returned to me, I realized I was all the stronger, for alongside the memory of the pain was the knowledge of our deep love, which is the source of my power. Badra shall be with me always, just as she always has been. But today, I no longer need the crutch of the lamp to remind me of it. Together, my beloved and I shall rid the world of the shadows, and one day, she and I will be united again for all eternity.